You'll be ready. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our third of 4 Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy reunion shows scheduled for this month. We are streaming live on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page, so however you are watching, thank you for joining us. For Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden, and you're watching The Big Show, Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by Mosaic Technologies. For over 60 years, Mosaic Technologies has delivered maximum value, service, and possibilities through leading-edge technology solutions woven into the fabric of our communities, members, and businesses. For internet, phone, TV, audio, security, managed Wi-Fi, home automation, and more, give them a call at 715-458-5400. See what they can do for you. Fitzy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful.
Why?
I missed our week last week, but it's Tuesday. I always, when we took that time off there, for the whole summer, it was just my weeks were all screwed up. And the show just does give me a lot of positivity. It actually is like legit. So, at least for me it is. So, I'm happy.
It is. I agree. I look forward to it. Woke up early, got ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a lot to cover, but as always, we like to start with sports. 2 weeks ago when we were doing this, we kind of did an NFC North recap, and I think we'll stay right there. So, let's go over a few of the games of the NFC North, or all of them actually. Bears over the Cowboys. How badly did the Bears need this win?
Well, they needed it bad, don't you think? I mean, so my mom's watching from Tennessee. They're on a trip.
They're always on a trip.
I know. Tell me about it. No.
Yeah, because you have to take care of their house when they're gone. So
no, he's got a Mosaic security system, so we don't have to watch it.
I love it. That's fantastic. Yeah. So Bears, I agree. They needed this win bad. You can't be 0-3. I mean, your season's not over, but it's over at 0-3 in terms of the play. I mean, that's almost impossible. They needed the win. They needed the confidence boost. I mean, granted, it's the Cowboys, but still, it's the Cowboys.
You're right. I think it was a good game. I mean, they played well. So how about the Lions over the Ravens last night? I didn't stay up to watch the end, but I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a good game.
It was a good game. So are the Lions the best team in the division? At the beginning of the year and 2 weeks ago when we were talking about this, I said that it was the Packers were one, then Lions, then Vikings, then Bears. So are the Lions the best team in the division?
I don't think so. I still think it's the Packers. But, I mean, everybody's coming on strong now. So, I mean, it's week 3. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll still say they're the second best team. That could change, but they did lose to the Packers already, so that's why I'll still say the Packers are the best in the division. They're both 2-1, and the Vikings are 2-1. But I'm still going to put the Lions at they're the second best team in the division. All right, so the Vikings over the Bengals is there. Hopefully, Mike Schaefer is going to be watching this later on. Yeah. Vikings won like 48-10, but they had 5 turnovers. It wasn't like an offensive juggernaut, but it was a convincing win. The Bengals were without their starting quarterback. But Carson Wentz played really well with J.J. McCarthy being hurt, and he was out. Is there a quarterback controversy brewing in Minnesota?
If Carson Wentz goes the next 4 weeks and goes 4-0, I think you got to leave him in. I mean, don't you think? I mean,
I think so.
You go 4-0, you're running over some teams. I think you got to leave him in.
How they have 3 straight home games coming up.
They're in Ireland. They play at 8:30 in the morning on Sunday.
Well, I think that's technically a home game for them.
Technically,
anyway.
You're right.
How long is J.J. McCarthy out?
4 weeks.
Oh, I didn't know it was actually 4 weeks. Yeah, I think that. Okay, so yes, I think there is a quarterback controversy brewing. Like potentially, you're right. If Carson Wentz plays well, you gotta kind of keep him in, right?
You can't go 4-0 in the NFL and just bench somebody.
I agree.
If they don't go 4-0, there's no controversy. That's pretty easy. But I think anybody can quarterback the Vikings. You just throw the ball up to those guys and they catch them. So I still say that.
Done.
How about the Browns over the Packers?
Yeah, I turned that game on with 5 minutes left, and the Packers were up 10-0. and that was a crazy end to that game. Yeah, so looking at it this way, is there such thing as a good loss? And if so, was that a good loss for the Packers? Good as in, I mean, let's face it, the block field. I mean, a lot of things had to happen.
Right.
That weird interceptions, like he didn't even see, Jordan Love didn't even see the person. That was weird. The block field, I mean, so much had to go right at the last few minutes for the Packers to lose. But it's a kind of a good reminder that, hey, any given Sunday, is there such thing as a good loss? And if so, was this a good loss for the Packers? I think it is.
Well, I think so. It's a good loss. You shouldn't lose to the Browns. You should be up. I mean, they should have went up a couple touchdowns in the first, and they wouldn't have had this problem. So they need to play better. They didn't play as well as I thought they would. I still think they win the division, but maybe not. Maybe there's some holes in the armor.
Well, I mean, you're not going to go 17-0 early
Right.
season. They have one game. I think they're playing the Cowboys next Sunday. Then they have a bye week, so they're going to need a good win against the Cowboys. Yeah, I think it was. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. I think it's a good reminder because I think a lot of them were thinking, "Hey, man, we could run the table." It's kind of a nice wake up call early in the season. If I was a Packers fan, which I'm not, I would not really be that concerned right now at all. It was fine. It's a fine loss. It was kind of not a fluke, but it's not like they got blown out or anything.
They didn't come away with injuries or anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's not bad. How about all the block field goals? Wasn't that all the block kicks? I mean, that was
What?
a
I know.
rarity.
You
I
almost,
just don't understand how many that there was so many. I mean, the Eagles game was crazy.
yeah. Yeah,
So
it was a great Sunday for football.
it was all day, and now it's on starting at 8:30 in the morning on Sunday, all the way till 10:30 at night. So
Holy
we don't
cow.
have to leave the couch.
That's
So
fantastic. All right, we have a
pray
lot to,
early on Sunday.
we have a lot to get to. We'll do all of that in 15 seconds after a word from Spooner Health.
Spooner Health, compassion is at the center of everything we do. It's rooted in who we are and why we're here. It unites us as providers, neighbors, and as a community. Learn more at spoonerhealth.com.
So why are your parents in Tennessee? Are they going to
They were-
Tennessee
they're-
or are they just swinging through?
They're just driving through. They had visited Emma in North Carolina and some other relatives and went on a trip with some other people, and then they're just taking the long way home.
Oh, smart. Speaking of getaways and vacations, so last Tuesday was Drusha's and my wedding anniversary, and we decided, like we always do, try
How
to
many
go
years?
away. 9 years.
9 years. Good job.
Yep. Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Another one down.
Yeah, right. But we decided to take a little family trip. I don't know if it's really a vacation, but it was 3 nights, 4 days. We went down to Jellystone / Three Bears Resort. I'm sure everybody's passed that on 94, heading south, just north of the Dells. By the way, really cost effective. Highly recommend it. It's only 2.5 hour drive, and if you go after September, you get a third night free. So you stay in this villa, or you can, and it's only $200 a night, and
Yeah.
it's got 2 bedrooms downstairs, a loft with 4 beds upstairs, full kitchen, all your silverware. I mean, every necessity. You don't have to take anything except for food. And there's a Walmart like 10 miles away. So you get there, just go to Walmart, grab a cooler, pack everything up, put it in the fridge, and you're set for like the whole weekend. And with the third night free, the whole thing was seriously a villa for 3 nights and 4 days. And then like passes, I still even have mine on, for like to go to the park and stuff. It was $500.
Was all the water open and stuff? All the
So no, like half of it was on the Jellystone part, but then the Three Bears Resort, then you would have to pay for that, which is fine. So one day the kids did that, like Drusha and I didn't.
Yeah.
But then the kids went and did that. Now I rented a golf cart, a 6-person golf cart, which that costs almost as much as the hotel or the villas, but it's totally worth it because it's like a small town. There's hundreds
Right,
and hundreds of homes and it's huge down there.
It's
So we rented like a 6-person deluxe golf cart, and it was so much fun.
Good.
Gave me a photo. Yeah. So myself, there's my wife in the middle, my son Kenneth, and right to my left, that's my second oldest daughter, Annalise. She came down on Saturday, and then of course Riley on the right. Well, it was so much fun.
That's good.
Well, we don't really do that. Like Drew and I will take getaways, we call it. Just like a Saturday morning, we'll leave, go to Eau Claire, get a hotel. It's just like a 2-day, 1-night thing. We try to do that every once in a while. just I don't know, just get away from everything for a weekend. I don't know what constitutes a vacation to you. What's like the minimum? Like 3 nights, 4 nights? Like what is the minimum for a vacation?
I think it has to be 3 nights. I think that's
minimum
a good
3.
one. Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, and it can't be work related, right?
Well, it
Because
can
that's
be.
not
I
really
was in
vacation.
Vegas. I was in Vegas for 4 days. I worked.
Yeah, but is that a vacation? I mean, it's a trip away, but that's a work thing.
Yeah.
So it can't be work related. Like you and Holly would go like Missouri and all over the place for
Hockey.
but it's not really a vacation. So if 3 nights is the minimum, this is only the third quote unquote vacation I've taken in my life. The last one was 20 some years ago. And it was great. But when was the last time you took a vacation? Minimum 3 nights, not work related, either you and Holly or just you and your family just said, we're just going to go away for a few days. Because I never do it.
Never. I don't know if it's not for hockey or basketball or something like that. Then when the kids are involved, I don't. But I travel for work. I have.
Yeah.
Went to conferences, and so Holly's come with me. Like she got to go to Vegas. It was 100 degrees in Vegas. It's not like we didn't do anything. When I got done at the end of the day, when there was no more meetings or anything we were doing in Vegas, then I sat by the pool for an hour and we walked around. We had supper. I mean, we did stuff that we wouldn't have done. So I
don't know. That's a trip.
You're like me though. You'd like to work for half a day and then
mess
around.
Well, even on Friday when I was down there, I worked from 6 to. It was only half day, like 6 to 2. It was only like an 8-hour day.
Right.
So on Friday, I worked. I can work remotely. Yeah, I don't usually do them, and I don't know if I loved it or. I mean, it was really relaxing because that was the best part, right? The kids are out doing their stuff, and Rush and I, we would just hang out by the fire. We would get in the golf cart and just go and just drive around everywhere and look at all the sites, get to know some people. Yeah, it was great. I'd highly recommend doing. Like, no kidding. Even with the golf cart and everything, it was still like $1,000. And I know that's still a lot of money, but for 4 days and 3 nights, staying in a villa for 6 people, I mean, that's cheap.
Better than a hotel room with your kids at the age they are. They get their own space. They can do their own thing. I mean, that's important. They enjoyed it more. It's good for them.
Well, I don't care about them.
Well,
I mean,
that's right.
what about you, should I? Yeah, right. Yeah. And then speaking of, so we got back Sunday, and then Kenneth's birthday was yesterday. My son Kenneth turned 16.
Happy birthday, Kenneth.
Yeah, buddy. And he's going for his driver's license. 16 yesterday. He's going for his license tomorrow morning. And then, we'll never see him again when he gets his license.
Does he take that in Rice Lake?
Spooner.
Oh, Spooner.
Yeah. Apparently they do that in Spooner.
I got to stop playing Spooner? Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's open like 5 minutes every other week. this specific time. Yeah. But we surprised him for his birthday gift. I got him he's always wanted a sound system and a bass stuff, so I got him a couple of 12-inch subwoofers, had it installed. So that was his surprise. And that's a question I want to ask you because it's a law question or it's an ordinance thing. So as soon as, he gets all of this, and then yesterday I text Spooner Chief Mike Kronberger. I said, hey, son has this now, so one, don't give him a ticket. Or pull him over. I'm kidding, I didn't actually say that. I said, what is the ordinance for music stuff? And he said, 60 feet. You can't be loud in the city. Basically, if you can hear it over 60 feet away, that's an ordinance violation. And I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. I said, what's the cost for this? If you get a ticket, just so I can let Kenneth know. And he said it's either $175 or $200. So okay, $200. So I relayed that to Kenneth. Didn't say, hey, don't have it loud. That's not really how we parent. You're 16 now. It's your choice. This is what's going to happen. Here's the rule, and here's the fine. Do what you want. But thankfully, it isn't that loud. But ironically, when I got finished texting with Mikey, Chief Kronberger, I actually turned my leaf blower on, and I was blowing, and I'm like, this actually, you can hear this further than 60 feet away. So wait a minute. Why do we have an ordinance for music out of a vehicle when even vehicles or other things make noise further than 60 feet away, and there's no ordinance for that? So my question to you is, Are these ordinances for vehicle noise, is that a good thing or is that not needed?
It's a good thing. It's an amplified device. I think is how it reads in the statute. So your leaf blower is an amplified, so amplified device. It's just to get control of, But the motorcycles are allowed. I mean,
Right? My snowblower.
Well, the snowblower's not,
Cars, seriously, cars with exhaust that are still legal. You can hear those a long way. It's just, I'm not complaining about it. It was just interesting because I'm just trying to apply some logic to it. I'm like, well, that doesn't really make any sense.
People are going to call and complain because they don't like loud anything. Whether it's your snowblower or your music coming out of your car, people complain about everything. And instead of being a good neighbor, they're going to call the police instead because they don't want a confrontation.
Is that really being a good neighbor? Because I feel like being a good neighbor wouldn't call the police. They would have that conversation and say, "Hey, keep it down."
And
no, I understand if
you're
just sitting just somewhere for like an hour or even 20 minutes and just like park somewhere and just doing it. But if you're just driving, I mean, whatever. Who cares?
You won't get it just driving down the road. For the most part, you won't get it driving down the road. But, yeah. Enjoy this time of life.
To Kenneth, exactly right. Good morning, Mom.
So, well, happy birthday to him. Good luck on his driving test. He'll be fine. I think 98% of the people pass it. So,
I don't think I did the first time. Well, one of the concerns was the driver instructor person said, just rule of thumb, if you have to lean into your turns, you're going too fast. I'm like, what? Oh, come on, man. Yeah. And another one was like a squirrel. A squirrel jumped out, and I'm paying attention to everything around me. There's no cars behind me or anything. So I hit the brakes. Didn't lock him up or anything, just hit the brakes. He says, nope, you don't do that. It's a squirrel. You just have to keep going. I'm like, but why? He said, because what if someone's behind you? I said, but there wasn't anyone behind me. Yes, but what if there was? I said, but there wasn't.
If there was, I wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah, right, exactly. But apparently, 16-year-old, I'm unable to make that decision on my own. But to this day, if this squirrel comes out and there's no one behind me, I still stop. But apparently, you're not supposed to.
I time the test tomorrow. I think they're like 14 minutes long. As the most you'll be gone is like 14 minutes. They do the same lap, and they do in Rice Lake anyway. They take them on the same route, try to hit 3 different things, and they're gone for like 15 minutes, and then they're like pass or fail.
Wow.
It'll be interesting to see how long it is. So
yeah, no kidding. Hey, I want to follow up on something. 2 weeks ago when we were on, I talked about the governor's race, and I asked, we were just talking about it. Well, since then, 2 things have happened. One, we had a story out, I think last Friday. It was saying that Congressman Tom Tiffany was going to run for governor, and we had a source that confirmed that. And I recall, I think we're the only ones that even had that story. Like, I still don't think anyone has, like, nationwide, which was kind of cool. But then I'm going, oh my goodness, maybe my source is a terrible source. But no, I'm like, I know this is true. And, but it should be announced this week, according to our source. So that will be probably out this week as well. So now knowing that he is going to run, what are your thoughts? I know there's another person that put in for the Democrat side. Can a Republican, I think we didn't ask this question, can a Republican win Wisconsin governor's race? Or maybe we did. I can't remember if we talked specifically about that.
We talked about the North. Can a person in the North win the governor's race? Yeah. We talked about that. It'll be tough. You got to be known, but you also, the political climate right now is hit or miss, man. It's crazy. So it's going to depend on a lot of things, and it's all going to depend on what Trump does over the next year to help or hurt these people. Yeah. He's going to either help or hurt, and I don't think he helps a lot sometimes. So you know where I'm going. It's not I'm not against him. It's just sometimes he does some things that people are just like, oh, you just don't do anything. You'll help me out by not doing nothing.
Right. Speaking of that, obviously there was that news about Charlie Kirk, and I'm a huge Charlie Kirk fanboy. I listen to the guy all the time. I loved him. Like anybody, I agree with most things from someone and maybe not everything or vice versa. I agree with just most of the things. I loved his conviction and his faith. I respected him so much. If you were the sheriff still, obviously this happened a long way away. Would you have done anything differently or like had a team meeting or something? Because this had a huge impact on a lot of people, which I didn't actually see coming. I mean, I didn't know that many people actually even follow Charlie Kirk that much. I mean, I knew he has a lot of followers, but I didn't actually realize how many people did. And it was in some ways divisive. There's a whole Jimmy Kimmel thing and all that stuff. What would you have done if you were the sheriff and when that happened? Or is it that's nothing to do here? I would not have talked to anybody about it.
No, I think you always have to be aware of what's going on in national politics, no matter where you are. I mean, it has a bearing. I got a call from somebody that trusts me that says, "Hey, we're having this event. What do you think about security at it based
Right.
on this and this and that?" And I said, I think we're okay in the North. I think we're okay here. I think we know how to respect each other here very well. I think you have to be careful that no matter what side of the fence you're on, people are going to push buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And as law enforcement, we have to stand in the middle. Personally, we can do whatever we want, but when we have that badge and that uniform on, we stand in the middle. We don't lean this way, we don't lean that way, and that's tough to do when some of these things are very divisive. So I think you have to remind your staff of that. I think you need to talk about it. I think it's okay to talk about those things. I would have, had those conversations at least with your command staff, and then you say, you bring your sergeants in and don't let people push buttons if it's a hot button issue and so is on that side of the fence. Maybe have them, step back and you take over or whatever. So I think in law enforcement, you have to be very neutral and very careful in the society of where we're at. So I don't know of any issues. I know there was a vigil and there's some other things and nothing happened at either side of the fence. So that's great. And that's the way it should be. And that's what the First Amendment free speech is about.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel getting knocked off the air.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
I wasn't either. What he said was, not factual. And that's one part. One part wasn't factual. And then whether he knew it was or not is irrelevant. So, don't say that if it wasn't right. But that was it. And that's the whole point of what we want to encourage conversation, and especially humor. And now maybe it was ill-timed, maybe, but, I don't know. Companies usually don't make decisions unless they think it's going to benefit them. So the company said, we think this is the best decision for us. Mm-hmm. And I think he's back on tomorrow night now, or tonight. I think he's going back. I don't know why I didn't read the story, but I know he's back on. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that either. But you know what I'm really happy with? Remember you and I have talked when Jacob Blake and then Governor Evers put out that press release, and then Call put out another press release right after that as well. And you and I were both very critical of that, in the wording of that. And then all the events that happened and transpired after that, I am super, super happy for the country that after that we have not seen anything similar to that, to the situation where people are either they're rioting or we're seeing more political violence. I'm just saying, I think everybody was kind of holding their breath and going, oh, please, somebody don't do something stupid. Like that was already horrible and horrific enough. We don't need to add to that.
I hope we're over that hump in the road for when things happen. I mean, it's a very decisive country and political climate, so we got to be careful. Just love your neighbor. You and I have always been part of this, and we've always let's just get along, and we can be different. You and I don't agree on everything, and that's just how it is. But we can still be friends and talk football or talk the weather or talk whatever. So, it's all good in the world. Let's just make it a better place.
Yeah. Kind of find out there are some parts in the Bible that people can agree on, like love your neighbor.
Love your neighbor. Look at that. Look at that. We just solved the problem of the world. All they have to do is watch this show and we're good.
Done. I want to ask you, this is more from a political standpoint, just because I know you follow campaigns a lot. You've talked about how you like following campaigns. Yeah. There was a story that came out from the Wall Street Journal Sentinel yesterday. AP had this morning. This is about Bill Berrien. He's one of the two, well, you and I now know, three Republican candidates running for Wisconsin governor, and it says a Republican manufacturer running for governor in Wisconsin as a conservative supporter of family values followed numerous sexually explicit accounts online, including a non-binary pornography performer. Not going to lie, not sure what non-binary is. I don't mean that sarcastically. I don't even know what that is, but okay. The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel reported Monday that Bill Berrien, the CEO of Pindell Global Precision and one of two announced Republican candidates for governor, unfollowed several accounts in recent days after the newspaper asked about the matter. Berrien, in a statement to the AP, downplayed any concerns about his online activity, never denied any of it. My question to you is, how in the world was this not vetted already? Like, the first thing you do is like do opposition on yourself, right?
I get you're running for city council and you forget about that, but you don't run for governor and say, "Oh yeah, geez, no one checked my social media before I got decided to do this."
Yeah, so, that was the part that surprised me the most. I'm like, how dumb do you have to be to not think, or not even you as Bill Berrien? I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm saying this team going, okay, let's sit down and have a conversation. What do we need to know that could come out?
Yeah, let's go through your Facebook and look at it and see what you liked and disliked.
Nobody thought about doing that?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, and that's what that's why people don't get into politics. And we've talked about this a lot over the years is people don't do it because you get blown up on Facebook. You say the wrong thing. You like the wrong thing.
You mention dolphins. And the next
thing, dolphins, right? Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Next thing you know, you're on national news outlets.
Yeah. Well, it's true. I mean, and would we do it different? We would probably be a little bit different, but we would still talk about it because it's important to talk about these issues. And that's why I respect the people that come on your show and at least talk about these issues and answer people's questions and be out there in the public and do that. So, but yeah, you got to vet that stuff. If you're going to run for office, people are going to dig up your past. So if you're going to have skeletons in your closet, put them out there. No one's perfect. No one's saying you have to be perfect to run for office, but put it all out there and admit the things. I like something and I shouldn't have, or I accidentally did, or I did.
Or it's none of your freaking business. Ago. Or if you want your business, fine. And if you don't like it, pound sand. Like, I don't care. I am who I am.
Right.
Just own it a little bit. But he wasn't, most polls, or not poll, it isn't likely that he was going to be a front runner regardless when Tiffany got in or not. And likely the third out of the three in terms. And there have been people that have suggested that he may not even make it through the holidays. I don't know. Do you survive this? Is this just another? I don't know. I guess it depends on how many other, because the Journal Sentinel had it and AP did a story on it, a short. Well, AP, most of their stories are kind of short stories.
Right.
I guess we'll see how much it gets picked up, and if Wisconsinites think, or I should say Republicans in Wisconsin, since he's GOP side, if that's a deal breaker for them. But still, how do you not know?
Yeah. How do you not vet that? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. We have a question here. Brian, what do you think about Trump directing his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to prosecute specific Democrat leaders and other who feels he's wrong? Yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
Well, I only read one in the news. I don't think you can just say I'm going to replace you unless you do this. It's not. You put these people in power of attorneys. It's not like as the sheriff, I can't go to the DA and say, you know what, if you don't prosecute this, I'm gonna make sure you get fired. That's not how it works. To a degree, you can have this political game back and forth, but you can't call her out and say, hey, I got a person to run has fit for your position. Right? If the media accounts are accurate, how I read them.
So what is going on? So it said, what do you think about Trump directing his Attorney General to prosecute? I missed that part. Prosecute specific Democrat leaders and others who feel. Which Democrat leaders? Are we talking like Congress people?
He said prosecute these people, or this other person would make a nice Attorney General or something like that. Of course, however he says, it's a little bit probably harsher. So what do I think about it? I think you can use politics to do things. There's It's not a secret. I didn't get along with the district attorney at times. The police chiefs didn't, and we asked for a bit more, but we didn't. We supported someone else for district attorney, and that our person lost, and we live with it. That's how the game works. But you just can't say, it's maybe you can if you're the president. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing about Donald Trump. I've noticed that anytime he says something, I'm like, well, I wonder, does he actually mean it? Like, wants them to follow through with this, or is it just he just kind of says what he wants to say for like almost like a statement kind of a thing? But yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh, he says yes, Adam Schiff, Letitia James. Yeah, but I don't know. That's
prosecuted for everything except it's just
fantastic. I mean, what's the point of being in power if you can't abuse that power? I mean, jeepers. Come on.
So, what do we think? I don't know. I don't know the whole story, but you can use your political pressure, I guess, to a degree, but I guess when you're the president, you can do a little bit more.
Lock up all your enemies. That's what I say. Lock them all.
Right. I got a list. Let's go.
Right. It's ongoing. Yeah. All right. How things going in Mosaic last couple of weeks?
Mosaic's great. Went to a national conference on telecommunications, learned a lot.
Is that a vacation?
Yeah, that's not a vacation.
Oh, okay.
It was fun. It was a blast. So no, we've got a lot of openings. We're going to learn next week about cooperative. We'll have a guest from Barron Electric on with us to learn about Cooperative Week and Cooperative Days, which is October 9th. So this is our cooperative ad. We're going to talk about that.
Well, talk about it now. I don't even know what that. What is it? A cooperative day?
That's set up for next week. We're going to talk about what a cooperative is and cooperative day and how when you're a member of the cooperative, you actually own the company. So, the cooperative part of Mosaic's bigger than a cooperative, but part of our area is part of a cooperative, and you actually get money for being a member. You get paid back every year.
Wait a minute. You said it's bigger. Who's a cooperative? Mosaic?
Barron Electric is a cooperative too. There's several cooperatives.
Is Mosaic?
Mosaic is Shebardin Telephone. Shebardin is the cooperative.
What's Shebardin?
That's Chippewa Barron Dunn, and that's what our name used to be.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's where our cooperative was. That's where we started 70 years ago or 65 years ago. We started as a phone cooperative. We were back then cooperatives and electric utilities were cooperatives. They were owned by all the people that owned the phone system. Everybody chipped in and we made a phone system. I don't know how it worked back then, but I'm not an expert on cooperatives, but that's a cooperative. We're going to learn more about that next week in cooperative days, but from a Mosaic standpoint, we're just plugging along, trying to finish up getting the internet out to people and getting fiber laid. We have lots of jobs, experiencemosaic.com, lots of job openings. If you're involved in sales, if you love sales, we have a lot of sales. We have indoor sales. We have business sales. We have residential sales. We have a dispatcher to dispatch our techs out there. We have a dispatch supervisor. We have some construction workers. So if you're looking for a job, looking for a great company, great benefits, great pay, we're here. We've got lots of jobs openings. You can have interviews. We'll get you going and you'll work for a good company. So lots of jobs out there. A lot of people are hiring. That's the problem, but there's lots of jobs. If you want to work and you're looking to switch careers, we got a lot of good. If you're a salesman, man, we can use salesmen right now. Lots of sales opportunities to make some good money.
So you say dispatcher? So you went from a sheriff's office to the dispatch? Do you have a dispatch office at Mosaic?
We have a dispatcher. We have two of them.
Do you go in there just like you used to go in?
Sitting around in dispatch and just watch them work. Yeah. They probably miss me in dispatch. I should probably go back there. See if my key card works. It doesn't.
You said okay. Let's talk. Give me a ballpark here for some of these jobs. You said good pay, good benefits. What is the pay for? I don't know. Pick any one of those. I'm sure it's on your website what the pay is. It's not like you're giving away any secrets.
It's not. It depends on. Sales is a commission. So
that's different.
Right. Construction. I would think in that 20 to 25, maybe even a little bit more. I would think our techs. You can get some pretty good money.
Wow.
We're talking probably $25 to $28 an hour, ballpark it.
Excellent. And benefits.
So I don't know what our dispatcher pays. I'll be honest. I don't know what that one pays. We're looking for a horizontal directional drill operator. I don't even know what that is.
A
We're looking
horizontal
for directional drill operator.
Isn't that just like a regular DeWalt like drill?
It's the DeWalt guy. It's the guy who carries the drill.
We're looking for that. I don't even know what it is.
Cool, I got to figure out what that job is and see if they drive one of them big machines. I want to drive one.
Oh, right. Experience.
So if you're a horizontal, if you know how to use a DeWalt drill, please apply.
Sounds like just like, oh my goodness. ExperienceMosaic.com. And the job listings are on there.
Yep. And next week will be our last episode. We'll have a guest from Barron Electric to talk about cooperatives. And, just we're selling a lot of fiber internet. Fiber's going. We're, obviously over the summer, we do a lot of digging, drilling, getting our fiber internet into place. Then it gets put together, and then we can hook it to your house, and then you have fiber internet. So we're all over finishing that up from Long Lake to Rice Lake. We're trying to wrap all that up before winter. We'll continue to work throughout the winter. What's one thing I didn't know is we'll continue to strand these fibers together. So we have fiber teams that hook all these strands together. Because you just can't have one long strand. You got to cut them and hook them and connect them, and I suppose they use wire nuts and connect them. I don't know.
Or a horizontal whatever.
Horizontal drill, directional drill operator. I'm putting you in for that. That'd be a fun job.
All right, okay. I'm down. I'm down.
I'll take it.
My daughter Grace is going to be running. She by next month. She's been trading in. She's my oldest daughter. Lives in Menominee. She'll be doing about 80% of it. She's going to be the assistant or associate editor actually starting next month. So it's going to free up a lot of my time.
Well, we can have more Positive Tuesdays then.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have to go look at those. All right. Did you see the Schaefer is doing something? What's he doing?
Schaefer, yeah, he is. We're going to it. We're signing up. We might be the only two there, but we're going to be there.
I saw something. I have a photo thing of it. He's doing a culture building with Mike Schaefer, CEO of Spooner Health, Tuesday, September 30th, 12 to 1, main conference room at Spooner Health. So he's going to be just giving so what is this?
It's put on by the Spooner Chamber. And the Spooner Chamber, you got RSVP at the Spooner Chamber. Yeah, and it's free for chamber members and area nonprofits. He's going to tell you how to build a culture. We're going to go and learn how to be cultural with Mike Schaefer.
I could probably use that, actually.
Yeah, for all your employees, you're building a culture, right?
For all one of them. Yeah.
Right. And they do what I say because I'm the boss.
Done. This is going to be a short meeting. No, but honestly, in all seriousness, he's a good person to do that.
Yeah,
I mean, look what
agree.
he has done at Spooner Health.
Right.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's not just him, and he'll never say that it's just him. But, I mean, look how he's changed that culture.
It takes a good leader.
It does.
Takes a good leader, and a good leader always gives credit to his team.
Yeah.
But it takes a good leader to do that. And Mike's built the best culture at Spooner Health, and we're both going to seriously try to go because we do respect Mike, and we do think he has a lot of knowledge to make us all better. So
I think so, and I'd like to kind of see him in his natural habitat instead of just being on a show, because this is like our world.
With the two of us smiling at him.
Oh my goodness, we're totally gonna rip on him the whole hour. We're gonna heckle him nonstop.
We have a question right away.
Oh, this will be fun. Okay, now you sold me. I'm totally going. Yeah, that's worth it right there. I have an IT meeting tomorrow morning for the county. Is there any? And this will sure be talked about tomorrow. We'll get an update on it. But have you heard anything about the grant stuff from?
No, the BEAD grants are not finalized by the NTIA, I believe it's called. They have to be finalized by them, and then we have to sign, and then you have so many years to do it. Once they approve it, once you sign it, we have so many years to get that done.
All right. Well, sounds like I don't have to go to the meeting now.
That's right. And IT is perfect. Could you use Mosaic Edge? No, I don't know. So,
all right, what do you have
that's
coming up?
about all I got. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So,
what do you got coming up this week?
There's a blood drive today in town. I've got a couple meetings. I think I'll be in Spooner this week.
For
I
what?
think I'll be in Spooner. I think I have a meeting with the economic development, I believe it is.
Oh, sure.
Tomorrow, Washburn County Marketing Subcommittee for Economic Development, Spooner or Washburn County Economic Development.
Very nice.
So we're choosing an internet company to go with, or a marketing firm or something to go with, I believe. So there's 2 in the running.
What do they do?
What do they do? Help market Spooner's or Washburn County's economic development.
And why are you there?
I'm on economic development.
Oh, I didn't know. For Spooner or Washburn County?
Washburn County Economic Development. Yeah.
I think you told me that actually.
Yeah. Well, Mosaic is Spooner's our area, so
Yeah.
we want to help grow the area and support things. And then we have a Rotary event. I'm in Sunrise Rotary now, and not a lot, but just got to clean up some things from being gone all last week and working on some stuff.
What is a Rotary?
Rotary is.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what that is.
I don't know the definition now.
Now you have to look up that, and then the horizontal thing. You got to look that one up too.
Horizontal and Rotary. Rotary is people that do good in the community. I mean, they do a lot of good in the community. I was part of the noon Rotary. This is a sunrise Rotary. They meet in the morning. Meet at 7 a.m. on Thursdays. It's just a great group of people that make a difference in the community.
Horizontal Rotary directional drill. I feel like we just put that all together.
Right. So, what do you got going?
I don't know. Well, I have the IT meeting tomorrow, and then more training with Grace, and then Romaine Quinn will be on Thursday for our show, and then just regular work stuff.
You're just going to let Kenneth drive his car to the thing, and then he'll pass, and he can just drive home.
It's funny when he left this morning. He had said that he's like, as soon as I get it, then I can just drive myself to school and all that. Like, I'm not kidding. We will not see that kid again. So. After he gets his license, he already has plans. Like on this Friday, I'm doing this. On Saturday, then on Sunday, he's going to Rice. I mean, he's booked. If he's not at school and he's not at work, he's gone somewhere.
Yeah.
Be good safe, for him. Kenneth. No kidding. Yep. He's a good kid. We're proud of him. I mean, we're really proud of him. You've met him. I mean, he's just an outstanding young man.
He's a rock star.
He is. And so are you. Thanks so much, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you next week. For Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden, and you've been watching Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by Mosaic Technologies. For internet, phone, TV, audio, security, managed Wi-Fi, home automation, and more, give them a call. See what they can do for you. 715-458-5400. Thank you to everyone who joined us live today. We'll see you back here next week for our final September series episode of Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy. So until then, thank you for tuning in. Stay positive, and as always, have a blessed day.